a bit of a shocker here. Jing won and win then Heng.
Expect a vision.
Damn, honestly doing a good chunk of damage.
I think we might be looking at a main DPS Dan Heng here and a supporting and sub DPS Jing.
Hello internet, I have just entered a $2,500 Honkai style PvP tournament. And I did it with a gosh dang Dan Heng, dude. The rules are simple. Two teams will be battling each other to see who can clear MOC 10 with the least amount of cycles taken. The characters will be decided in a ban and pick phase, where we try and take the characters we want to use and ban the characters the enemy want to use. I teamed up with Hertumbo here for this one, and we're up against Mr. Pokey and Gova Certified. Special thanks to the host of the tourney, Timaeus, the casters, Vulcan and Grimro, and of course everyone behind the scenes as well. I'll link everything in the description down below, so be sure to check them out. The ban pick phase start with them banning the bratty sister, which was what me and Hertumbo wanted to have the most. We went on and banned IL Dan Heng because they both have a gosh dang E2 one. If we don't do this, we'll literally get stopped. Then started the picks. They went for Bronya, which again is what we wanted too. What a perfect start. We got nothing we wanted. But you get the point. We finished our pick, and honestly both sides were cooking with some weird picks here. For fairness' sake though, we do get a -2 cycle bonus, while the opposing team only gets a -1 cycle bonus. The way this is calculated is based on the amount of pay-to-win stuff you have, like 5-star Eidolons and signature light codes. Their team featured a crazy E2 Kafka and E2 Bronya, so we had the upper hand with the cycle bonus here. I decided to go with Dan Heng and Jing Yuan here, which the only reason why Jing is here is because we had no other Harmony characters left. We really banned them all, man. The only reasonable choice here left was to go for another damage dealer. We went for Jing, which I ended up mainly killing trotters with him. Oh man. Anyways, Grobo was able to beat this stage with Herda and Chingtre. Bro's a little Chad. His video is already out, so do give his run a check. It's pretty fun. My partner in our amazing team name, the Harlem Warp Trotters, went ahead and cleared with a dang physical MC and a damaged Pella. This video will be out soon as well, and yeah, dude, he cooked as well, so do give him a check. And LB, it is a draw. They both cleared in 3 cycles. Then came Mr. Pokey on the second wave, which had a behemoth of a team. With that E2 Kafka and E2 Bronya, Yanchen got. As usual, his video will be out soon. Do give his run a check. You'll learn a thing or two. And it all fell on my shoulder. As the anchor leg with probably the worst account out of the bunch, it's pretty scary. I'll be showing you my stats on the screen right now just so you get an idea of what's going on, but I'll explain more as I go and at the end. Any normal person will look at my team and think that my game here is to clear with Ting and Jig, but that's boring as crud, and so I cooked.
Hold on a second, it's on Dan Heng, not Jing. What is going on here?
I think it's safe to say nobody saw that one coming, yeah? The idea here is that I have to keep buffing Dan Heng with Ting Yun, and immediately I already did a weird play. Dan Heng's ult does a lot more damage on slowed enemies, and I don't got slow on this guy, but I went for it anyway because it's either this or I waste 30 energy by using a skill first, which will also mean I lose my Wind Rest pen because I already got it on, and if I use my skill then the ult wouldn't have the Wind Rest pen on. In any case, I still did a crap ton with him though, which is surprising. This is a gosh dang free character, man. But yeah, by playing like this in the long run, I should gain more energy to just cycle ults more anyway, and overall I think I'll do more damage. And we took a turn with Jing, didn't watch this. Oh, isn't it painful to see him do a basic attack like ever? I'm gonna do a lot of that today. Please, r/Jingyuan mains don't be pissed. I just want to play with my daddy boy, dude. And honestly, with the Trotters being there with a bunch of swords later on, Lightning Lord might just target a right or leftmost target a bunch and lose out on some damage too. Which is why I decided my main source of damage will be Ting Yun and Dan Heng, with Fushun and Jing both being skill point generators and more importantly, the Trotter murderers. I can't believe I'm prioritizing Dan Heng over Jing. In any case, I definitely couldn't do a one-turn clear for this wave, I don't think, since I ended up at the end of my second cycle. And here is the controversial play of me doing a skill with Dan instead of a basic. Dan Heng does get more basic attack damage against slowed enemies from his traces, so here I could have definitely do a basic and likely killed the boss, but I thought, what if I don't crit? And yep, without a doubt, I'm running the skill, dude. I am not testing RNG. Moving into the next round, same logic here. I did dance all into the skill so I get some energy back and hopefully cycle more overall. I couldn't save the skill point earlier for Ting Yun because I decided to not use the basic on Dan, which is why I had to skip her E here. But the bulk of my damage will be when Ting uses her ult to activate Dan's talent anyway on his ult, so it kind of still all worked out in the end. But oh, there he is again. Jing Yuan, the Trotter attacker. Every time he does a basic, I die inside a little bit. And interestingly enough, even my Fushuan did more basic damage than Jing did. Oh, what? But I've saved Jing's ult and Lightning Lord to stack for this exact moment to clear out the swords. He did a decent job at it for sure. And here is my dang misplay, dude. I thought Fushuan could kill the sword with one basic, but she didn't, and that did not occur to me as a possibility, so I couldn't click fast enough on it all to beat that sword first. That means Lightning Lord goes down here, which means I wasted a lot of potential damage on Yanqing by targeting the sword, and potential breaks as well, since I can't break Yanqing with the sword alive. I was so frustrated, but in the end, I doubt I could have ended things one cycle quicker anyway though. Like, I still think it'll be what I ended up being. Thereafter was a Dan Heng masterclass, taking so many actions, doing so much damage each action, bullying Yanqing with his imbibitor state and his free-to-play state. Get rolled, loser Cheng. In the end, he was low enough for Dan to pick up the dub, and you know what, guys? Not quite. Redemption for you Jingyuan users did. He finally used his skills, and we won because of it. Cheng MVP shit! And with that, I ended my run in 4 cycles. Taking into account the cycle bonuses, it ends with a draw. I'm not sure if I misplayed or not though. Let me know in the comments. I might have been able to got like the 3 cycle clear had I not misplayed as much as I did. I think it's a bit unfortunate, but hey, I tried my best. And considering I'm using like a free Dan Heng with like Jingyuan, which is said to not be like too great, I think I did a pretty decent job. And here we have the stat showcase. There are a lot of people in the comments who were asking stuff about, you know, all the stats. And here they are. We got Fushuan here with the stats like these. There's nothing like really too crazy about this, except the damage did. As someone who's tried Fushuan with like infinite builds and trying soloing MOC with her, she does some damage actually. Relic-wise, I'm on Longum's Disciple, which I literally don't need to have like 4 pieces of it, but I just thought if Fushuan ever gets hit, I get some crit rate. Why not, dude? I'm on Broken Kill to get a crit damage up for Dan and Jing as well. Nothing too bad here. Icon-wise, it's on her own. As usual. Priestess White looks like this, but if you really look at it, you see 6 and 16. I was making her like a proper Trotter Slayer match. She was doing like 14k damage or 12k damage on the Trotter on the basic. Do not mess around with Fushuan's damage, dude. And then we have Tingyan here, which all I've got on her is speed. That's it. Yeah, I had this one. It's plus 15, but everything else I think it's the same because my speed was 162. It's pretty fast, but I have no health because I got Fushuan. I don't really care since I have Fushuan. I'm not gonna die like in the Lord did. And then we have the man, the myth, the legend, the free Dan Heng did. The trick with using a Dan Heng here is to have good speed as well. And yes, I am on in the night, so all the more reason to get the speed, right? In terms of attack, I don't even have a lot. 3k, very basic. Crit rate, crit damage ratio wise isn't even that good, but Fushuan does give me some crit rate from her traces, so this is more like 60 to 150. Still not perfect though. But the light cone gives him so much damage though. It's kind of crazy. In terms of trace, yeah, I also didn't go for the basic on the end of the like first wave because I didn't even max this yet, but really wasn't confident. And honestly, I have not maxed none of these. Right wise, this 2-piece Wild Wee, 2-piece Eagle with the spacing station should be the best, you know, stuff for him, I think. And then we have Jing, the Trotter killer. I got some speed on him, some attack, some crit damage, some crit rate. It's like a really basic damage build, but in the end, I didn't even like really hit the boss with him. I'm on his own light cone because the free crit damage. Why the heck not take that, right? Basis wise, I actually also have this level because when I started, I was a dang noob. I thought you want to like upgrade basics too. But yeah, it's 5 out of 6. So Fushuan actually still does more or about the same as a Jing could on a basic versus a Trotter. That's kind of crazy for me. I'm on Banos using Thunder 4-piece, which for the fact that I've never ever used my skill pretty much. Well, I did use it twice. This isn't really perfect efficiency wise. And that's all for my characters. Honestly, the takeaway here is that you really don't need to pull pretty much anything, right? I would say Fushuan is highly needed for anyone to work. You know, as long as you can survive, any damage dealer in the game can perform their job. So with the coming banners and whatnot, there's really no reason for you to like sweat too hard thinking like you can't get this character or that character. All of them can beat the game. As you can see from this tourney right here, with a Dan Heng, I did a 4 cycle clear, slowest of the bunch, but I was facing like 5-star characters, right? He still performed really well. And dude, I feel good using Dan Heng, man. He was carrying me so hard at the start of the game. And that is all for this tourney. I'm so honored to be invited to do this. Thank you everyone involved. And yeah, let me know what you think about this PvP format. If you guys love it, I might do some on my own as well. But yeah, I hope I can do more of these with like amazing people. They're all pretty nice. That is all for today, but make me a promise. You will check out the people in the description. They're all really good. And yeah, show some love, man. Take care.